What is up? What is up? Envy Gang, Envy Gang. It's your boy for all to envy. And guys, the Pelicans took a tough loss against the Atlantic Hawks again. The Pelicans lose against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, Lonzo finished this game with 12 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, and shot 27% from the field. I'm going to say this first and foremost, right? Last game, Lonzo shot a career high 8 threes. This game, Lonzo went, 3 for 10? Like, something ridiculous like that. Like, listen, Lonzo's still developing. He's still improving as a player. But it saddens me when all I see is Lonzo shoot threes. Like, yo, I wasn't watching the game where it had, the Pelicans announcers. It was the Atlantic Hawk announcers, right? Yo, it was brick after brick after brick after brick after brick. And even the home team's announcers, the Atlantic Hawk announcers, they were saying, yo, all right, you missed the last 4 or 5 threes. How about you just drive to the rack? It's games like this where it kind of highlights Lonzo's deficiencies, or Lonzo's skill set isn't that of a typical point guard. So Lonzo doesn't have a floater game. He doesn't really have a floater game. His layup package is bad, a below average. And I'm assuming Lonzo doesn't want to drive to the rim like that because he doesn't want to get injured. Because he just came off of a hip injury, right? And I'm assuming the only way you get those type of injuries is when you absorb a lot of contact. So that's why Lonzo's settling for these jump shots. But the thing is, even Lonzo's coach would tell him that's the most inefficient shot. Getting to the rim, to the basket, that's the most efficient shot. So there are going to be games where Lonzo shoots light out. And there's going to be games like this where he shoots 27% from the field. Regardless of Lonzo's shooting woes, right? My thing is, Lonzo still finished the game with 11 assists. So Lonzo is going to have a 20 assists game. He can average double digit in assists when he's the main point guard. Because there was no Brandon Ingram to, dribble. And because Zion, he was facilitating the offense when Lonzo was sitting, it worked. But at least you've seen in the assist department, Lonzo was trying to do his thing. But he needs to try this offseason, really develop a floater game. I was watching, he was playing against Trae Young, and you know how many floaters I've seen Trae Young make? So adding a floater to his game is essential, right? He has this little thing where he takes this little mid-range when someone the center sets a screen for him, but what he really needs is the floater. That little 5 feet away from the basket, 3 feet away from the basket, that range. If he could develop a floater, that would be a floater, and somehow learning how to finish better at the rim, Lonzo will be in his final form, because the basketball IQ was there, the defense was there, everything was there, but Lonzo just needs to stop shooting all those goddamn threes. If you're not making them, I'm glad that he has the confidence to keep shooting, because he eventually made 2 or 3 shots, but it took damn near 11 shots for him to make 2 or 3. So I would like it if he could mix it up a bit more, but Lonzo's still developing. Hopefully this offseason he adds another part to his game. I mean, he learned how to shoot. His free throw percentage has gone up, so developing a layup package and a floater game is the next step, and hopefully those are the 2 things he prioritizes this offseason. Because if he wants to get paid and be worth that $20 million, I mean, he's still on his rookie contract. So him being in the developmental stages, cool. But once he gets that big contract, people are not going to be satisfied with him bricking just threes and not driving to the rim at all. I think he only drove to the rim maybe once or twice the whole game. So Lonzo needs to develop that. Another news is this was Isaiah Thomas' first game as a Pelican. And I liked what I seen. I can see Isaiah being that spark off the bench. Because one thing about Isaiah Thomas is he can score. He also has a high basketball IQ. He could pass the ball. He knows when to pass the ball. You've seen him miss, a few turnovers here and there, but that's to be normal. He has new teammates, so learning the system, so that's normal. But as the season goes on, they'll gel. But I'm liking the Isaiah Thomas signing, because I think he scored like 10 points. That's not bad. Like, if Isaiah Thomas can give you 15 points a game coming off the bench, that's a lot of value. Because the one thing about the Pelicans is the bench. There are times when Lonzo isn't in the game, or Brandon Ingram, or even Zion. That bench is so trash. Oh my God, that bench can't keep a lead. It can't. If the other team has a lead, the other team has a bigger lead. So I'm really liking the Isaiah Thomas trade. Not trade, but signing. So today they have the Brooklyn Nets today. So hopefully, right, the Pelicans, I don't know. I mean, I would think the Atlantic Hawks would be the ones that we could beat. Then we lost against the Hawks. It's not looking too favorably for the Brooklyn Nets, but if Lonzo's playing, if he could just get his stats, hopefully pull out a win, I'm down for it. Every game that we lose, it gets harder and harder to make the playoffs or even the play-in tournament. So I hope the Pelicans can do some type of something, you know. But it's your boy For All to Envy. You like what I had to say? Agree with me, disagree with me? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy For All to Envy. Envy Gang, I'm out.